Hi guys, long time no see. Been really busy. Just haven't been in the mood to make videos. This is actually going to be a response to a friend of mine who did a video on ammo storage. It's Weaponseducation. Go check him out if you haven't already. Some people like him, some people hate him. Go make up your own mind. His ammo storage, I have to say, was probably the most unique storage I've ever seen of ammo. He's in Florida, so that probably explains why he did some of the things he did. Like, he had a retired, like, deep freeze, basically, full of ammunition, like on the shelves and stuff inside the fridge. That was kind of cool, I thought. I had never seen that before. This is my ammo storage method. It probably looks like a lot of yours. These are 50 cal and 30 cal U.S. military ammo cans. I actually happen to like these. They have that little notation on the top there. You probably can't read it, but it says prox for proximity fuses. They're usually a little nicer than the normal 50 cal ammo cans, just because I don't think they get used as much. These sit on like an air base or something like that, and get treated very nicely. The other 50 cal cans, they get repainted a lot. They get used for anything and everything. These are just nicer cans generally, and you can actually find these pretty easily at gun shows. Just look for the ones with the little proc sticker on it. I'm just going to kind of go through these one by one and show you what I got. And this first one, this is 545 by 39 AK-74 rounds. There's a little over 1,500 rounds in this can. Some of the little bags tend to get damaged when you open up one of these cans without the tool. That actually kind of be an interesting video too, but in case you ever have one of those spam cans and don't have the tool can very easily be replaced by a hammer and a cold chisel. Works just about the same. It takes probably a little bit longer, but your hand doesn't hurt like it does when you use the little can opener. So anyway, that's the first can. The thing I like about these is that they're nice and airtight, and even if you don't put a desiccant in there, which for short-term stuff like this I never do. Long-term is a completely different story. I have a can of 1,000 rounds of 9mm that is elsewhere. That's long-term storage. It has a desiccant pack in it. This doesn't. None of this here will have desiccant in it. And in case you're wondering, a 50 cal can full of 545 is pretty damn dense. Might as well take care of this one too. This is just 54R ammo. Like a Mosin Nagant or something like that. Now, this is kind of what to watch out for when you buy ammo cans. See how it's been painted and used and whatever? It is a pain to open this can. I can't do it on camera. That's why most of these are open. Just because even the best of them, the seal is pretty tight in them. This one, it's really, really tight. Tighter than it should be. One of the big kind of debates about storing ammo that I've noticed is whether you leave the ammo in its original boxes or store it like that. Clearly, as this is the second can so far like that, you can tell which side I usually tend towards. I'm more of a empty all the boxes type guy because it's faster to grab and load ammo from one of these cans that way. However, there are some things you don't do this with. For example, that is a mixed box of pistol ammo. Mostly 9mm, but all different loads. A few other types of ammo are in there too. That all stays in its original box. Okay, some guns can handle, plus P 9mm ammo. Some can't. Some guns, you don't want to put hollow points through, whatever. You just don't want all your ammo mixed together. Not to mention, if you're going to load up hollow points, you probably just want hollow points. That would be the main separation for me with handgun ammo. Is, if you have a bunch of like Winchester white box ball ammo, go ahead and do this with it. But if it's like a defensive ammo, I'll try to keep it in boxes and separated. That was 30-06, by the way. That was the first of 3 cans of 30-06. That was Wolf steel cased. This is Yugoslavian military surplus with a box of Lake City, I think that is. It's Western cartridge, whatever. U.S. military ammo on top. I have a Browning automatic rifle. That's why I have a lot of 30-06. I probably have more 30-06 than most people have seen in one place before. I have right about 1,000 rounds right now. That and the guy who had this can before me painted this one that crappy color of green, so don't blame it on me. Okay, this one's kind of interesting actually. This is the container Swiss ammo comes in if you order it. I'm talking about the K31, K11 Swiss cartridges. They're GP11, I think is their name for them. They come in these little boxes, packed in these. Anyway, inside of this black plastic contraption. I got that thrown in when I bought the rest of this case at a store here in town. I haven't found a better container than this for it yet. I'll probably eventually buy a 50 cal can for it. But for now, this works. I don't think it's as good as our U.S. military cans just because it doesn't have that watertight, airtight seal on it. But, if it's what you got, it doesn't hurt to keep it in this. Especially not the way they're packaged. Those cartridges are sealed in about 3 or 4 layers of paper. And it's not like, writing paper. It's like some sort of wax paper, I think. You might also notice I have labels on all of these. I keep these all underneath my bed. And I just go to the edge of the bed, lift up the sheet, and pull the one I want. The labels really help you keep which can is which straight. Without a label maker, it's frustrating to try to find anything. In here, you have 9mm. You can see 4 boxes of gold dots there. Those are kind of nice to find. That's Winchester white box. Those 100-round packs you buy at Walmart. I never keep those in their container. I always break them out into these. It's just easier. I used to have a whole bunch of those and I sold off most of them. I had like 15 of those and I had all my 9mm stored in them. Because at one point I had, 1,500 rounds of ammo stored like that, and then another couple of 30 cal cans full of 1,000 rounds each. I don't keep that much on hand anymore. 357 Magnum. That's interesting. It's not really, that's not mine. This is ammunition for other people in my house's guns that just gets stored with all mine. 7.62 Nagant. That's about it for that can. A few boxes of 9mm and some random revolver ammo. 12 gauge. Not much in there. I need to buy more. I've been putting it off because it's actually available. So I've been buying stuff that's harder to find right now. You can get 12 gauge pretty much anything you want at Academy, in case you didn't know that. Now might be a good time to mention too, where I keep carry ammo. This is a cigar box. It's kind of a fruity looking one, but it's made of cedar, and it has actual like a latch and hinges. Anyway, I usually keep extra carry ammo shit in this on a bookshelf I have, just because it's easier to get in and out of. Loaded mags for carry guns, speed strips. This is for a Derringer. That's what I do with that. You could have it in like a tray or something, but this is just nice, easily stored. I found that actually at a gun show, a guy had a whole table of cigar boxes that he wanted like $1 a piece for. So, woo! I didn't have to buy a whole box of cigars to get a cigar box. This is 22. First off, 22 Magnums. Those are actually gold dots also. Those are for the NAA mini revolver, which if you're looking for a Derringer, you could go a couple of different ways. You could go, 45 long Colt, 357, 38 special, whatever, a big cartridge. You get 1, maybe 2 shots. Or you can go 22 Magnum and get 5 shots that are actually controllable and you can hit a target with. That's why for Derringers I tend towards this. These hit kind of like a 32 ACP also, which does kill people. And people talk about, this bullet or that bullet, but 32 ACP was designed specifically to outperform the 25 automatic, which was popular when the 32 was designed, and Browning basically tried to make it, probably 5 times as powerful, if not a little bit more. A 25 is weaker than a 22 long rifle as far as the way it hits the human body. It's technically bigger in diameter, but it's moving a lot slower. I don't know, it's a trade-off. I'm just not a big 25 automatic fan. This is a box for single shot 22s. Like target shooting or whatever. I actually have a lot of these. That's 22 quiet. There's standard velocity. A lot of stingers. I came across a bunch of those for, I think it was $5 a piece a while back. There's some. There's another one. There's another one. And another one. So I bought all they had because I like this 22 stingers. Another speed strip with 22s on it. Because why not? Shot shells. I think these are mini mags. These are actually out of a survival kit. That's why the duct tape is on there. The Winchester high velocity stuff. And mini mags. That's the extent of my 22 right now. I only own one 22 at the moment. I'll probably own another 10-22 here pretty soon, but it's not something that's real high on my priority list, because the only reason I own 22s to begin with were for survival guns and because they were cheap. If they aren't cheap, why do you own 22s? You don't if you're me. So have something else. Right now it's actually cheaper for me to shoot, 5.45 and 30-06 than it is to shoot at 22s. That's kind of sad. Okay, it's probably not cheaper to shoot 30-06, but sure is a hell of a lot easier to find 30-06 when you need it. Leave that in frame because it's starting to get kind of empty. Last but not least, More 30-06. These are in bandoliers. 10 rounds per pocket, 6 pockets per bandolier. All in stripper clips. There's a bunch of those in there. Anyway, I actually found a whole bunch of those for, I think it's $120. That's the good ammo for the BAR. Anyway, that's the extent of my ammo storage. I sold off most of my ammo in the panic. There's a few things here that I kept. Most of this I bought within the last month or two. I hear from people all the time, I can't find ammo anywhere, and really to those people, I have to say, do you go to gun shows? Any gun show right now has ammo coming out the ass. Okay, some of it may not be cheap. I mean, 22s are going to be more expensive than they were, but they're actually down pretty reasonable. It's probably about like $30-40 for a brick right now. The 5.56 is still up there, and so is most 9mm. Although I've been finding, 9mm for $15 a box here and there. Okay, it's not raining 9mm by any means, but it's better than it was. If you look at some of the calibers I'm shooting right now, they're what's available. 5.45, not crazy available, but it's still about $200 for 1,000 rounds. That's pretty cheap. 30-06. I'm probably paying about $300 for 1,000 rounds of 30-06. Maybe 400. Depends on what you get. And my point is, how much is 1,000 rounds of 5.56 right now? It's about $500-600. Why would you shoot 5.56 when you could shoot 30-06 or 308? 308 is cheaper than either one of those rounds. You could go buy, an M1A or an AR-10 and buy a couple thousand rounds of ammo and probably be better off. Is it the ultimate battle cartridge? I don't know. Depends on what you want to do. It loses to the 5.56 in some respects, because for CQB or whatever, up close things, you can carry more 5.56 and it stops people up close. 308 wins out at further distances. Anyway, go to a gun show, find some ammo, buy a gun, do whatever. Now is the time to be buying. Most people right now are selling shit. Now is the time to, pull out the bankroll and go to the gun show, because you can pick up stuff cheap. Okay, I'm going to do a gun collection vid and basically go through and show what I've gotten since the panic ended. But this is the ammo portion of that. Have a nice night. And if you're not subscribed to my channel or Tom's channel, Weaponseducation, please go ahead and do it. I know he'd like to have you as a sub, and so would I. I don't even remember what I used to say when I ended the video, so be sure to thumbs up the video. I think that's actually what I used to say. That's kind of funny. Anyway, see you later.